Hello. I figured that other video I did was helping people, so I'd make another one like that. I'm still mainly doing covers and stuff, but I'll do these periodically, I guess. Um, so I wanted to have a video about this guy, my dad, and I'm just covering my birth certificate so I can show you. His name is Little Bear, and he's an American Indian. I don't know if you can see that. Like positive need be or whatever. Ooh, that's my mom's name. And to put a face with a name for all these wonderful stories, I have a couple pictures from home. I have my ram Merlin. He was a Scottish blackface sheep. This is, I think, Porag, which is a ewe, and one of my horses. I think that was Pagan, the one that my mom fell off of. This is from the first farm at night. The glare is probably really bad. This is Woolly Bear. This is who my father tormented probably worse than any other animal we had. Here's the dickhead in the military jacket. I'm next to him. My little brother's in the backpack. That's the big bad fucking child beater right there. Oh, I got another one of the fucking cunt. That's my little brother with him. So stories about my dad. Like maybe you guys can relate to shit. The oldest memory... Oh, no, we'll go before that. So my mom and dad met because they were pen pals. And my mom was interested in Native Americans. So they became pen pals. And they were writing to each other. She left the person she really loved in 93 and went to the U.S. August of 93. On September 4th in 93, they got married. They got married in, what's it called? Macedonia. In Connecticut, there was a native guy there that did the ceremony thing. And so, like, as soon as they were married, he changed and turned into a complete fucking bastard. He let one of his brothers put his hand down my mom's shirt under her bra and shit. And he made her sit on the floor when she was pregnant with me. My oldest memory of him is when I was almost... What was I, what? Almost 2? 1.5, I guess. We were living in upstate New York in the Arrowhead Cottages, which is like a summer resort, but because the car broke down on the way back from a powwow, which is a Native American thing, so the car broke down, and there we go. Got in a trailer and this, that, the other, whatever. But yeah, like, he had a 357 Magnum long barrel black from when he was in the he was a state trooper in Naugatuck, Connecticut, in Troop I. And he kept the revolver. And my oldest memory is him. I was sitting on my mom's lap, and she was on the bed, and he pinned her by the throat up against the headboard and pulled out the revolver and forced her to play Russian roulette against her will. I remember my mom crying and begging for her life not to kill me and this, that, and the other. Because my mom's from England and stuff. Like, she didn't have anyone or know anyone because she went to the U.S. and New England. And he used to threaten her when she was pregnant with me, saying that if you ever fucking leave me, I'm gonna break your neck, I'm gonna break your spine, you'll never walk again. I'll take ghost horse to a reservation up in Canada, and you'll never be able to hold him or see him, and like shit like that. He used to fucking... I remember one time we were moving between this really fucked up place called South Egremont, Massachusetts, which I have a friend who incidentally, lived there at one point. I lived there in the 90s. He lived there in the late 2000s. And he was saying how fucked up it is. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's like that whole place is like fucking... It's worse than Dudleytown. I've been to Dudleytown, and that place is pretty fucked. But South Egremont, that village, is like completely fucking... There's something. But we were moving from that house because my mom was afraid to stay there. We had to get up at like 3 or 4 in the morning just to go to the Veterans Hospital with my dad because she was afraid of the ghosts in the house and stuff. I also, I wasn't allowed to call him dad or father growing up. His name is Little Bear. You don't call me dad, you call me Little Bear. So, okay. He fucking, we were moving from Egremont back to Connecticut, Lake Lake Salisbury. It was Salisbury. It was Weetog Road in Salisbury. And we were moving at night, and it was like near midnight, and we were crossing, like, there's train tracks that cross, and where Route 7 and Route 7A connect. And my dad, for no reason, not allowed to call him that, my Little Bear, for no reason, just fucking went over and punched her as hard as he could in her knee, and he almost got me, because I was sitting in the wheel well of the U-Haul, because, like, we were moving and stuff, and she didn't make a sound, but she looked like she'd, like, broke her fucking knee, and now she's suffering from problems with her knee because of him doing that. She couldn't walk for 6 months, I think, because he did that to her. There was this one time, there's this old antique store if you cross the line from Canaan, Connecticut into Massachusetts, and you keep following Route 7 until you get to like this big old massive barn that's actually an antique shop. And we went in there once, I think, when I was like 3 or 4, and I started touching everything in there like kids do, and my Little Bear fucking grabbed me and threw me in the car and started beating me with the metal seat belt buckle, you know, like where you put it in to actually put it on, like that part he was beating me with. And this woman called the police, and the police came, and they didn't do anything. As usual. There was a time when fucking I woke up at night. I was like 8 or 9, and in my room there's a grate that goes down into my parents' room. That was originally my room, but they took that room and I went upstairs. So I could see, if I moved my bed out of the way, I can peer down into their bedroom. And I heard the shit that was, because there was always shit going on at night. So I ran to my little brother's room, who was like 3 or 4. And I woke him up and I said, come into my room, quickly. And he got up and he came with me, and I moved my bed. And my father was being a fucking psychopathic cunt and shit. Because he's beating her, he could hear it. And when we looked down, we saw our mom sitting on the bed. We had this big bread knife like this, really pointy. And she was sitting on the bed holding it like this, like outwards. Telling him to get away from her, and this. And then she saw that we were looking, she said, go to bed. Things like, after she got scared off her horse and slipped discs in her neck, and my father refused to go out there and help her for 45 minutes to 50 minutes, I was crying and begging. I was like 8, and he wouldn't. He was, oh no, she's sleeping, don't worry about it, this, that, and the other. He didn't take her to the hospital either. I had the fucking good one that popped in my head. What was it? I'm gonna pause this so it's not too long. I remember. So before the 2 farmhouses we lived at, we lived in a place called Lakeville in Connecticut on Boswick Street. And the people above us were like taking our electric and shit. And my father killed their cats. He has a thing where he goes around, he one-punched a cat and killed it. He's done that before to other animals. For no reason. Like that, Where is it? Where is she now? There she is. So she got beaten with steel toe cap boots. Eventually bit her ears off. He broke her tail. He was kicking her all the time. He's got bigger hands than me. And he put his fist down her throat and try and choke her to death. One time we had a bear break at our back porch. It ripped off the back door of this is the second farmhouse in Falls Village. And the bear broke into the back porch, ripped off the fucking freezer door, and like stole 3 loaves of bread. And little bear ran downstairs blowing up, saying, "I'm gonna fucking kill you," this, that, and the other, to a bear. And yeah, that was pretty funny. I was kind of hoping it would eat him. My brother told me once that he used to get like beat me all the time or whatever, but my little brother told me, because this was after I went to the school where I got kicked out of school for jumping out of like the 2-story window and throwing desks at teachers. So I got put in one in the middle of the state, which was a 7.5-hour bus ride. And oh god, no, hang on now. I remembered. Okay, so I was at school and my brother had the week off, and Quiet Thunder told me that the reason I got hit that day, like beaten a bit, was because when it happened, it was like lunchtime. I was at school. It was like lunchtime, and he dropped a fork, and he started blaming me over it. Like, this is the kind of shit that was every fucking day with him. And yeah, he dropped a fork and blamed me for it, and that's why I got hit that day. Like, it was stupid. He wouldn't take me to the hospital when I had pneumonia. I was in the hospital on my 6th birthday, but I caught pneumonia, and fucking for like 2 weeks he wouldn't take me to the hospital. My mother was pleading with him, "Can you please take our son to the doctor," or whatever. Like, Ghost Horse isn't doing well, can you please take him, and this, and he wouldn't. He just wouldn't. For like 2 weeks. That sucked though. Pneumonia makes food taste fucking gross. What a good story. He fucking dragged my mom in by her hair after where she slipped 2 discs in her neck, very violently as well. He started targeting me a lot once I turned 10 or 11. He started picking on me a lot worse and a lot more often. Like, it got to like when we were living in the States towards the end, it got really bad. There were a few times where I actually genuinely thought he was going to kill me, because he was like so out of it. The worst time I can think of with him was probably when I was like 13 or 14. Something like that. Anyway, me and him were having a massive fucking argument. And this was after I got home from school. So I had just been at school, and I just had a 7-hour bus ride there and back, like combined 3.5 hours. And he did the usual shit where he fucking chased me upstairs and tried to crush me behind the door. But this day was a lot worse than normal, because he grabbed me by my hair and started throwing me around the room and punching me and kicking me like a lot worse than normal. Like, literally throwing me around the room and then picking me up by my hair, my fucking arms and shit, and throwing me against the wall and this, that, and the other. And like, after like fucking 30 minutes of him doing this, he stopped, and I cowered in the corner behind my blanket like this. And he ran downstairs in his big ass fucking boots, and he ran upstairs again, and he pulled out his camera. Like, we had a video camera, like a camcorder thing. And before he started recording, he's like, "I can't wait to show this to your school. I'm going to show them how out of control you are. I'm going to get you sectioned. Like, you're not living here anymore, this, that, and the other." And I genuinely thought he was going to actually fucking kill me that day. Pause it. That was it, I remember now. I noticed that, like, my brother got off a lot. Like, they were towards the end as well. Like when he was beating the living fuck out of me, my little brother would actually step in and start punching him in the stomach, and he was like 9 or 10. Um, and he didn't lay a finger on Quiet Thunder ever. Mm. I remember that we went. I think it was like 2010, the year we left. We went on a bike ride to Beartown, Massachusetts, like around the lake. And it turned out it ended up being a 24-mile bike ride. And my brother was small. He was like 9, 10, maybe 11, 10, 11. So he's a little kid. And within about a mile and a half in, he wants to go back. So he's tired. We've been going up the hill. And like I'm riding some fucking 1970s bike that's all worn out. And Little Bear actually turned on him for once, which he never did. He started threatening to report him as a runaway. He's going to call the police on him, this, that, and the other. And I felt really bad for Quiet Thunder that day because he had to do this fucking bike ride. He was exhausted at the beginning, and we still had like 22 miles or so to go. Like, it was ridiculous. I think that was the time the car broke down as well. The Land Rover fucking broke down. I think it was on the edge of Canaan and like towards Norfolk, so we had probably about 5 miles to go till we got back to the farm. When I told my mom that the people across the road raped and tortured me, gang raped and tortured me, because I got like branded on the back of my skull and I had sandpaper on my skin and hit with a hammer handle and shit. Fucking, sorry, I got sidetracked because of what I said. He fucking, I told my mom what happened on the 31st of August, I think it was, in 2001. And, she was crying about it, obviously. And my father walked in and said, I don't know why you're crying, it didn't happen to you. And then I think I was 14, and I found out my father had fucking preteen? You know, like 14, 13-year-old girls in fucking disgusting magazines. Like underage fucking kids, basically. In his shed. So that's my father for you. There was one time I think it was like late August in 2010. We were having a massive argument with him, and me and my mother and my brother were like standing like in front of the coffee table, and he was sitting on the sofa. And fucking, we were calling him an abuser because he is a fucking abuser every fucking day. Like literally, he threatened to break your face. He threatened to break my face for putting wrapping paper on the floor because I didn't put it in the trash automatically. Like, it was fucking nonsense. It really was. I forgot what I was saying. One sec. I remembered something else that was pretty fucked. So, because my mom couldn't cope with all the shit from my father, when I started trying to kill myself at age 11, I realized that my mom had been trying to kill herself, which is why she would wake up groggy and shit sometimes, because she tried to overdose because she couldn't cope with like everything that's gone on, especially after what happened to me when I was a kid. I forgot, I'm sidetracked again. Yeah, I remember. So because she couldn't cope with everything, which I completely understand, like, I know exactly how she did. That's how my wrist happened. I don't know what happened, and fucking next thing I know, I'm gushing of blood. Because you're so fucked in the head, you can't think anymore, and something happens that you're not aware of because you're so out of it. But she used to, we'd be going down the road, or the highway, 70 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour, whatever. freeway, interstate, etc. And she'd undo her seatbelt and open the door because she was sitting in the front, and like she would hang out the side of the car going at, little bear wouldn't slow down. He'd keep going at the same speed and sometimes speed up. And that was absolutely fucking terrifying because I knew that if I lost my mom then, I'm going to kill him, like regardless like what happens to me. um yeah, so that's that. I, I do have a good story about it. Me and him were throwing apples at each other once, and that's one of the two good stories I could remember. I can't remember what the other one is right now, but yeah, 16 and a half years of living with that shit. um One last thing, so the video's getting long, and I want to be able to upload it so it doesn't like overstretch. My mom found out that when I was, because I was almost born homeless, like we got a house like the day prior. um so we fucking lived pretty badly, basically. Like we were living on my father's disability, because from the VA, and he was getting, I think, 300 a month for a family of three. It was, we couldn't afford clothes, we couldn't afford food. Like going to bed hungry as a kid sucks a lot worse than going to bed hungry as an adult. It's way worse when you're a kid. You're dying for something, and there literally is nothing. There's nothing in the house. Like it really sucks. Um, and fucking, I forgot one second. I forgot what I was saying. It was something about the fact that we were like so fucking poor and shit. But I just remembered something actually kind of funny now. It's funny now. It wasn't at the time. Um, I used to sit behind my mother while my father was driving, and he used to go like this while he's driving and start beating on me as hard as he could, even when I was like a toddler. Um, so I thought I'd just sit behind him, and that didn't work because he would try and crush my fucking legs by pushing the seat back as far as he can and then push on it while he's driving without slowing down. So I ended up sitting back where I used to sit so he could punch me, basically. But yeah, I messaged him once, like, I think it was about a year or two ago, to see if he was dead. Obviously he's not, because my mom told me that he said happy birthday to her, and she fucking hates his guts, and I don't blame her. I fucking hate him. Like, he should have died a long time ago. Because I ate Agent Cancer from Agent Orange in like 2005, and that I actually cried once, like that he was gonna die. I don't know why. I still don't know why. Stupid fucking kid. That's what I was. Um, I wish he did though. That would have been nice. If he just died, could have had the farm. Um, like we couldn't have people over. Like my mom was friends with Jane Armour. She's like one of the biggest people in fucking English dressage. I think she's Scottish and she lives in California. But my mom could never have her over or do anything with horse stuff with people because, like, it was like all the time he was fucking blowing up about everything. Literally everything. He dropped a fork. Like, I told you that. He dropped a fork and blamed me for it and blew up. He tried to scare my mom off her horse a bunch of times. She had to actually stop riding because of it. See, at the second farm, we didn't have railings, posts. We had like these metal rods with a sleeve over it, and then they had 3 lines of electric tape at 50 volts, solar powered. And they hurt when you touch them. They're like, oh shit. Well, I'm still too lazy to use the gate, and I'll just get shocked. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get shocked. I'm just gonna go through it quickly. He used to fucking go out there and start shaking the fucking post while she's like trying to ride her horse, and in the hopes of probably killing her, knowing him. He had an ex-wife before my mom, and he broke both of her arms and fed her dog shit. And she left with her kids, and her kids all really want to know him. But then again, one of my dad's brother's sons is a fucking convicted child rapist. And everyone in that family is just like, oh no, he served his time. It's okay now because he served his time. It's like, it's not okay. That's fucking disgusting. So I don't talk to them anymore. And I haven't since. Like, it's fucking bullshit. It really is. But yeah, I'm gonna try and cut the video here because, like, I don't want it to get too long and I want to be able to actually upload it. So that was stories about my father. Some of the stories about my father, anyway. I hope you know you're not the only one out there with, like, fucked up shit going on. I've been there. It's fucking, it's terrible. Like, I used to be afraid when I went to school. And even before I went to school, I used to be afraid when I went to bed I'd wake up and my mom would be dead because Little Bear would have murdered her, and, like, when I was asleep. That's what was so difficult when I went to fucking camp when I was a kid. So I was worried I went to summer camp, and then I did this thing one year where I went 2 weeks overnight thing, which sucked. Like, I threatened to leave because the kids were throwing rocks at me and threatening to trying to drown me in the water, in the lake, and in the pool, and yeah, no one cared. So I threatened to leave, and they said, "Oh no, you can't leave." So, yeah, like, I can relate to you guys and the shit you're dealing with, unfortunately. So you're not alone in the bullshit, like, you know. So yeah, like, if you want to talk to me about it, anything or whatever, like, feel free to. Like, I don't mind. My YouTube's weird though. It doesn't tell me usually when I get a message right away. It usually tells me, like, hours later. It's like, oh, 5 hours ago I got this message. I was like, oh, what? Shit. But yeah, that was stressful. Life does get better. It takes a long time. And it's very slow. Like, seriously. Like, yeah. Like, also, when I came over, when we left the States, I was probably the worst I'd ever been at that point, except around the time I met my now girlfriend, because I fucking did that and I didn't even know I did it until it happened. When I came over, I lost everything. I only had a suitcase, and a lot of the shit I did have was stolen once I came over. I had my military ID stolen, which is a gray card, because I'm the son of a Vietnam vet. I've been on the USS Nautilus. That's pretty cool. It's tight and cramped, though. But yeah, I had that stolen. I had Champ VA cards. My American passport was stolen. By this chick who was supposed to be my bassist, and then she turned out to be a heroin addict, so I didn't want her in the band, and then she stole everything. And the cops told me they went there 4 different times, and every time they went there, she was busy doing heroin, injecting it. So they couldn't talk to her. So, and I was, yeah, it makes about as much sense to me as it does to you right now, hearing that. It's, yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, there's no difference in the States from the UK, really, as far as the police go. They've had CCTV footage of my girlfriend being violated, assaulted in public on camera, and they've thrown the case out. I'm gonna not talk about stuff with her, about her, because that really gets me, like, really upset. That, like, the amount of shit that's happened to her and they won't do anything. So before I get too upset, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna stop thinking about that, because it's happened so many times. They just don't fucking care. Alright, I'm gonna cut the video here.